President of the National Council of Women, the NCW, Beverly Richards, is appealing to all law-abiding citizens to work together to help curb criminal activities in the country. Describing the recent murder-suicide in Chateaubelair as alarming and painful, Richards says the Women's Council strongly condemns such acts of violence.
In the National Council of Women, we are working with the men. There are men who are part of us. They are sharing the idea with us. They're joining the campaign with us to remove all aspects of discrimination against women. No one woman or man has the right to deny or violate another person's rights. And last weekend we were greeted with that gruesome murder, and the man went on to take his life. The children are left now to suffer, and so we want to know that the message is going about and that there is a new wind of change. There's a paradigm of change, and we want women to start the work and let us go forward with it.
As it relates to the Carnival season, the Women's Council President says her organization wants everyone to have a good time. However, she's making a special appeal to females to conduct themselves wisely.
Vigilant, be wise. Very important that you be wise with the choices that you make, because there are repercussions later. We know that you want to have a good time. Go right ahead and have a good time. Be careful in whatever you do. We have been having too many instances, too many situations coming out of from the carnival as a result of, and we are asking you to be careful. We are also asking the men, we want you to be careful also. We want you to be protective of the women and of yourself and your friends, your fellow revelers. We are asking you to be careful and to have nice, clean fun.
Director of the National HIV/AIDS Unit and focal person for communicable diseases, Feroza Roach, is advising persons not to forget the importance of safe sexual practices this carnival season. Roach says that this is the season where persons have a tendency to consume an abundance of alcohol, which can impair judgment and result in bad choices. The healthcare practitioner says this can lead to sexually transmitted diseases, including the deadly HIV virus.
Carnival is around the corner. We know people, we know that they use a lot of alcohol, and we know that people cannot make sensible decisions when they are drunk. So we are asking persons to practice safe sex. Use a condom take the time to put your condom on. Use a condom with every sex act. Females, if the male approach you, please, if they don't have a condom, say no. No sex. You have to be responsible. You have to take the bull by its horn, and you have to be responsible for your own health.
And social worker Janice Fraser says parents have a responsibility to ensure the safety of their children during this carnival season. Fraser says while she understands some parents may need the stress reliever of carnival, it is also important that both mother and father do their part to ensure that children are well cared for.
You have to care for your children. You know, that's what I'm saying. The message is you are also an integral part in the child's life. It's not a matter of just providing money. Some of them don't do it anymore. You know, so you have to have an integral part in the lives of your children. With your father the same way. You know, I know there are issues in the family and so forth that some fathers use that, okay, they're not supporting because of some of the issue, but that has nothing to do with the child. The child has nothing to do with what issues you and your wife or your girlfriend would have. You know, your child is a child. So it depends on you. The child depends on both parents, if that is the case, for the support. They're not responsible for what happens. So you have to be mature enough to understand that. And at the end of the day, to support, nurture, and care of your child, care for you.
Clarifying some misconceptions as to whether the old ID cards can be used to vote in the upcoming general elections, Supervisor of Elections Sylvia Findley says they can do so, as long as their names are on the voters list. Finley says 8,972 people registered between June 1st, 2005 and July 14th, 2009 with the older form of IDs, which she says is still valid as long as these persons have been in the country for at least 5 years.
Cutoff is the 1st of June 2005, but we started issuing new ID cards 15th July 2007. So there are 8,972 people who registered between 1st of June 2005 and the 14th of July 2009. So they do not have a new ID card, but they are eligible to vote within that period.
The Supervisor of Elections says after gaining feedback from the public, the decision was taken to still recognize the old IDs, since many were valid for 10 years.
I know that we may have, I understand maybe why we're confusing it, because my initial recommendation, which the media would have carried, was my initial recommendation was only people who have new ID cards would vote. But as the feedback began to come in from the public and from the politicians, I realized, you know, we have a problem here because persons were confused. I have a card that is valid for 10 years, but you are telling me that I cannot vote because they think, okay, the two go together, but that is a slight anomaly in the law. If you're out of the country for 5 years or more, your name could be taken off, but you could still have a valid ID card in your hand. Because the card is valid for 10 years.
14 winners of Columbus Communications SVG Limited's Fantastic 14 promotion were announced on Friday. According to the company's marketing and communications manager, Corey Garrick, the promotion aimed to reward their loyal customers. The winners will receive one of the following items: a Fantastic 4 ticket pack, which includes tickets to Steel and Glitter, Miss Carnival, Soca Monarch, and Dimanche Gras. Other items include a tablet and a 1-month zero-flow bill.
14 winners, unfortunately all are not here with us this morning, but the 14 winners are Miss Emily Isaacs, who won herself a tablet, Mr. Godwin Cabral, who won himself the Fantastic 4 ticket pack, Miss Natalie Millington, who also won the Fantastic 4 ticket pack, Gwyneth Ryan, who won a tablet, Margaret Daniel, who will have her flow bill zeroed for 1 month, Mr. Ato Rowe, who won a tablet, Cynthia Parsons won a Fantastic 4 ticket pack. Roxanne Pope won, Roxanne Pope, who would have won a 1-month zero float bill. Delris Hazel from Betquay, who would have won a tablet. Desiree Hazel from Betquay, who would have won a tablet, correct. Vance and Wendy Sutherland won themselves 1-month complimentary flow your own. Matthias Stewart from Union Island, who would have won a tablet. Collisford York, who would have won the 1-month zeroed flow bill. Actually, I made a slight error there. Miss Roxanne Pope would have won the 1-month flow your own, while Zacharias York would have won the zeroed flow bill. And then, of course, Mr. Renwick Rasta Daniel won himself a tablet, and Miss Monicia Olivier, who won herself the Fantastic 4 ticket packs.